just blew. We're gonna open up the cover and see what's in there. So I don't know if you guys heard that clicking noise, but I'm pretty sure I'm thinking it's the spider gears. We're gonna go ahead and remove all these bolts. They are 13 millimeters and they are 10 bolts. Good thing it didn't give out in Glamis, or else we would have needed 2 tow trucks to get back home. The oil started dripping and we can already see some metal shavings. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. On the previous videos, I think I showed you guys, or I told you guys that it would lock up while going in reverse, as if you were stepping on the brake, and also going forward it would do the same thing. Hopefully we could find a 14 bolt for it. The color of the fluid is almost gray, not even black. Nothing looks damaged, but there has to be something. No, the pin is a little messed up. The gears are good. We're gonna try to roll the truck back a little bit so we could take a better look at it. These are 488 gears. You see that magnet right there? It's just full of metal shavings. I can't tell where it's coming from, but the pinion is chipped a little bit. Also, the pin right here is a little chipped. We moved the truck a little bit and you can see that the pin is falling out by itself. So we're going to have to pull it out all the way. Okay, go forward. And this shit's cracked too. That's the pin, but we can't take it out because of the gears. So what I'm thinking of doing, like, this one fell out. I don't even know how the hell it snapped, but what I'm thinking of doing is just welding it to the unit right here, because I'm not gonna pull this whole thing out and fucking take the ring off and then pull this out and then replace it. It's too much work, and we're thinking of getting rid of this. The pinion is damaged and I think it's from this. So I think what happened is that it came out, it hit the pinion, and then it probably went back in or something. So this is probably gonna break off as well, since there's nothing holding it. I have to pull that out. But I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end up just welding this to the actual housing, and hopefully it doesn't give us more issues. We think that this little metal piece right here and all that is from the spider gears. So the spider gears have like a little shim that goes right behind it. It's kind of like a curved little plate. So what we think happened is that when this pin came out, that rotated and it came out of here somehow, and these things started grinding it. That's why we would hear like a grinding noise, and it would lock up. So we would go and drive, go forward a little bit, and it would lock up, and then also in reverse. So I think since it was spinning so slow, I think this would get caught up on the gear or the pinion, and that's what would make the truck stop. And we'd drive it like that. We didn't give a fuck. But now this is the issue that we're having. So I'm gonna knock this out so it won't fall out by itself. We're gonna spray this down with some brake cleaner real good, and then hopefully be able to tack this in place. And also hopefully this carrier didn't break. We have to get the 14 bolt and swap it in, because this whole housing is coming apart. This is cracked, that's cracked. Oh no, not here, my bad. Here, and I'm pretty sure on that side, that's why it's leaking a lot. We got the other side welded. Not the best, but it will hold. Now we're gonna scrape off the old material off of the surface, and we're gonna do the same thing to the diff cover. And if you ever weld on your diff or inside your diff, you'll be real careful because it can catch fire. There's a little bit of fire in here when we were done welding because of the brake cleaner, I think. So just be real careful. And we also have the fuel tank right above us. We should go all around, get as much as we can. Then clean it real good with some brake cleaner. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Look how much metal shavings is on here. We're gonna have to clean this real good and then put new gasket sealer. We're not gonna reuse this gasket. We're just gonna put a gasket maker and toss this back on. We're just using the Ultra Black from Permatex. We're gonna toss it on here, make sure that there's not a lot of trash in here, and then put all the bolts. Now we're gonna pop off the fill plug. We're gonna use this gear oil. There was like this much left, and then we topped it off with this one because we couldn't get to it with the pump. So this is the pump that we're using, AutoZone. So all we're gonna do is just put the pump thing in here, and we're gonna pump it until it starts coming out from that same hole. So I think it's gonna take a while. We're finally done topping this off. We used 2.5 to 2 3/4 of these bottles. We just used the 80/90 to keep topping this off and then pumping it into the diff. The RTV, you're supposed to let it dry for 24 hours before you put any fluids in it. You can tell it's still not dry, but we don't have time to wait because tonight there is a pre-runner meet. So we're gonna try to hit that, and then tomorrow morning we have to be in Riverside to drop this off to get the tire carrier done. So now we're test driving the truck to see if the noise is gone. It hasn't done it so far. Oh, there you go, it's still there. Let's see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So it's only making the noise when I let off the gas. Other than that, I can't hear much. No grinding or anything, it's just that like popping. Not even a popping, it's more like a clicking noise. I am thinking it is the spider gears or bearings, or it needs some of that limited slip additive. Possibly, I don't know. It sounds pretty bad though. It's pretty loud. So we decided not to pop off the cover again. We're just gonna set it aside for right now. Tomorrow we're gonna take it to get the spare tire carrier done. And tonight we won't be able to make it to the meet, which sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to keep looking for a 14 bolt out of a two-wheel drive assess, because those come with 410 gears. I'm not 100% sure if we could find one with rotors, but if we do, we'll pick that up and throw it on here. Meanwhile, we get the True Track and the 48 gears for it, and we also have to order the U-bolts for that. So that's it for this video. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Yonke_OXC Films. I'll leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.